Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.
You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derrick Scott.
Hey, look, see, this is what's wrong with the justice system right here. Niggas get locked up and they don't stay that way. Then make it hard to take this shit serious. What, you snitching and something? Shit, nah, man. You know they only gave me like 4, right? You know what I'm saying? I done 15 months. So with good time, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Shit. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, it ain't like it was, but it'll do. So who we slinging for? Marlo Stanfield. Come, yo, man, yeah, I was getting this nice package from Slim Charles, but Marlo got the muscle to hold this down, so that's where we at. Shit, one ball same as the next, man. Hey, yo, Lil Kev. I told you about the boy Poot, right?
Yeah.
So
Pussy hand.
I'm done.
Done? Done with what? Jabari tried to kill you. You gotta handle that.
I'm done with all of it. The robbing, the killing, the lying. I'm done. This is not the life that I want anymore.
Let me tell you something, boy.
You sitting up here sounding like the same killer that raised me.
I am changing, but it takes time. And right now, I gotta handle my business like a real man and survive out here in these streets.
Yeah, Pop, but I want to do more than just survive. I mean, for once in my life, I just want to live. And if that means breaking the rules, then so be it. I mean, you call that survival, but it's not. It's evil. It's greed. It's that monster inside of you that made you kill your own best friend.
I did what I had to do to survive, boy.
Now you call that being a man? You ain't even man enough to tell Jabari the truth. That it was you who killed his dad. You know, I used to think that was why you chose him over me, guilt. But I realized that you ain't even capable of that. I mean, why else would you let me think that my mother was dead all this time?
Let me tell you something, son.
Why the hell would you bring her in here?
Guards.
Why are you just determined to destroy our family? Why?
Family? I have no family. You, your crazy ass mother, your two-timing ass daughter that dropped a dime on me, y'all can all go to hell.
Kendrick, though.
From here on out, I'm on my own.
Stone says you got a little idea.
Nigga, ain't shit little about me or my fucking ideas. I'm a big picture guy with an even bigger supply.
That's what's up. But I'm cool.
He cool. Shit, all right. But you'll be a whole lot wealthier and happier with my shit.
I love when city slickers swear their shit don't stink.
Look, nigga. I'm about dollars and cents. That's it. So you need to fucking
Yo, what up, brother? Welcome to the 2111 Radio Show. And as you see, I have Trey Chaney in the building. What up, brother?
What's up, brother? Thank you for having me, man. I'm honored to be on 2111 Radio. You already know.
Yes, sir. Listen, man, I've been waiting for this interview for like a month. I ain't even gonna lie, and you know what I'm saying. So it's time. I wanted to have you here because we have a lot of different actors and artists come up here, but you're multi-talented. You're not just an actor, bro. You're not just an actor. You got bars. So I've been listening to your music for a minute. We actually have a friend in common, DJ D Nitty.
Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah, I mean, that's more than my DJ. That's my brother, man. I just was with Nitty 2-3 days ago on my birthday. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's my guy. I met him a couple of years back, and he's very supportive. So I've been wanting to get you up here, so I finally got you here. So originally, you from DC, correct?
Yeah, man. Forestville, Maryland. Like where I'm from, you drive like a couple of lights down, you right there in the heart of Washington, DC. So, you know, I represent DC, DMV, Forestville, Washington, DC, man. And that's, you know, where I'm from. That's where I got my start. And, you know, right now, just being able to come up in that city and for DMV to sort of like instill the grind, the hustle into who I am today is I'm proud to be from DC. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely an honor, man.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. So rumor has it that you used to sell your merch out of a truck, a car.
Yeah. You know, it's so crazy because a lot of people don't know, starting off at the age of 8 years old, you know, as a hip hop artist, making that transition as we fast forward some years later, my first job as an actor was The Wire. And I was just turning 21 years old when I was casted for The Wire in 2001. And then, of course, you know, the show premiered in 2002.
Right.
So once the show premiered in 2002, The Wire was like a phenom. You know what I'm saying? It was big. And, you know, I played the character Malik Poot, and a lot of people may not know I was only supposed to do the first 2 episodes in the first season. But as you can see, during the seasons, as they continued to get picked up, Poot lasted all 5 seasons.
Yes, he did.
So coming off of a show as phenomenal as The Wire, groundbreaking, critically acclaimed, I thought, you know, right after that Hollywood was just going to be at my doorstep and I was going to be getting all of these different type of roles. And I mean, and I think for any artist, you know, back then, that was like on my level as far as that being their first job.
Right.
It was almost like we didn't know the business. You know, we didn't know, okay, yeah, you were on The Wire, but once it ends, that means something good is coming to an end. You need to move on.
Yeah.
You know, so once it ended, I was in a real funny spot in 2008. From 2008 to like 2010, I just, you know, I may audition here and there. I didn't even have an agent. I just had a management team, but they were only based out of DMV. Right. So it's like they may not have been submitting or to the big Hollywood agents in LA or New York or Atlanta. So I just didn't know where else to turn until, you know, when the work really started slowing up, when I had to go back to a job and do things of that nature. It was like, wait a minute. One of my homeboys, Torrance Hall, who we call Uji Leo, he was the one who, once we reconnected from childhood, he was like, man, you're a walking billboard. You know, like people around the world know who you are on this phenomenal show, The Wire. And I was already a hustler as far as having my own merchandise, my own CDs at the time. People were selling CDs and T-shirts and independent movies that I may have shot with independent filmmakers in my city. He like, look, you already got all of this. Now we got to get out in the streets of Washington, D.C. and touch the people. And when he said that, the first thing that came to mind was, nah, I'm a celebrity. I ain't getting out in the streets. But you know what, man? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't for, you know, Torrance Hall really pushing me during that time, 2010, to really understand that being independent was the way to go. And being independent is the way to go now, you know, because so many things can be done when you have that free willpower to say, okay, today I'm gonna get out here. I got a website, ChaneyWay.com. I'm gonna sell my merch on the site. All you need is one thing. You one relationship, one connection, one meeting away from your life changing. So man, long story short, 2010 through 2015, 13th and F Street near the Warner Building, downtown Washington, D.C., through rain, sleet, and snow, we stood on those corners. We sold our merch out the trunk of my car.
Wow.
Little did we know I was gaining and attracting a fan base while I was doing that for all of these years. I mean, it's so crazy because even the other night at my my Trey Chaney extravaganza party, it was fans in there from 2010. They were like, man, I knew you. I bought your merch when you were on the streets hustling out the trunk of your car. And this was after The Wire. So I think what it did was it prepared me for, you know, when things get rough, I'm still that guy, you know, that did say, yo, now I'm trapping off the website. That's what I said. I'm like, yeah, my merch is on my website now, ChaneyWay.com, my books, my merch. I'm updating it as we go. And
it is.
I just know, like I said, you know, with some of the other accolades that I've been able to accomplish in television and film, I still have that independent spirit where it's like, okay, this could end tomorrow. What am I going to do after this? So that's why, you know, people see me on the go so much, man, when it comes to, you know, promoting and marketing myself and putting my, you know, my music out there along with while the other television films are streaming on these networks and these platforms. So that's how I, you know, came up, you know, from 2010 to 2015. And now the rest is just history, you know.
It's history because we see the grind. We see the hustle.
Yeah.
You understand? You're not a drug dealer, but you peddling this music like you doing the acting like you're a hustler, like a real hustler. You understand? Like, for instance, after The Wire, you did this show. This is when I first saw you again. This right here.
Streets. Yeah. With Meek Mill.
Yeah.
That's my homie.
Man. So talk to me about that.
That was during the time of The Wire being over. So shout out to Todd Wolf, Charlie Mack, Jamal Hill. You know, those guys reached out to me because, of course, they were not only fans of The Wire, but they were my friends too, you know, and I mean, they in the business. And that was Meek Mill's first movie, you know, I mean, and this was when Meek Mill was the Meek Mill from Philly in the streets. You like, compared to now, watching his journey is also inspiring.
Oh yeah.
But starring as the character Troy on Streets, man.
Yo.
I remember when Streets got picked up on BT and Netflix. So that kind of opened up the door a little more for me in that world, hip hop world, which The Wire was already a phenomenon in hip hop, but Streets really kind of started moving me to other like casting directors, writers, producers, directors on an independent level. And then 2015, Bounce TV, Swirl Film, Saints and Sinners, George Pierre comes knocking at my door.
And that's, you know, this is the #1 show on Sundays. I'm telling you, for a long time, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, like just when I look back at, like I said, some of them nights where it was raining, you know, in rain, sleet, or snow on them streets of Washington, D.C. in 2010 to 2015, when I eventually landed that role, which was Saints and Sinners, when I experienced, you know, the production company, Swirl Films, Bounce TV, George P.A. casting me, moving me to Atlanta for months at a time to film. That was my first real experience of saying, okay, this is possible, you know, again. I mean, because like I said, I never got discouraged through my journey. To this day, I don't get discouraged. I may get a little anxious sometimes saying, okay, I wonder when is this going to happen? Because I just believe in myself so much. I got so much confidence in myself, and I know the value that I bring to the table of any production in television, film, music. So for me, it's just, okay, all I got to do is keep putting my best foot forward, keep working every day, just putting out positivity, inspiration, motivating people, whether it's through my work in television, film, or whether it's through, like I said, even with my fitness journey now, the Trey Chaney conscious diet.
Yeah.
Motivating people to work out, stay fit and trim. You don't got to go hard on yourself, but, you know, eating right. I mean, even when it comes to business, you know, getting your credit straight, you know, just stuff outside of what people would normally look at me as, like, okay, just television and film. Nah, it's bigger than that.
Yes.
And I mean, even when it comes down to me, you know, being, you know, a husband, a father, a grandfather, I'm get what you see on social media, because sometimes social media has a tendency.
Oh yeah.
People fool you on social media. You would think they one way and they really not. But what you see on my page is you see the reality.
Yeah.
You see how much I love my wife, my kids, my grandkids, my mom, dad, sister. You see, I capture moments that really be happening in real time. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that's why my connection with my fans and my supporters is so strong. You know what I mean? And then coming around me, anybody that comes around me will always feel as though that they can accomplish anything. Because that's just what I'm on. I'm like, look, like I said, all you got to do is stay consistent, dedicated, determined, and regardless of whatever circumstances, just keep going. That's the whole key to life, you know. And as life continues to, you know, prosper and I continue to reach other, you know, avenues in my career where I'm successful here, I'm still learning, you know. I'm still learning a lot, because that's what I like to do. I mean, even if I'm inspired by another actor or another artist or another, you know, musician or anything, I'm always asking questions, because I want to be the best. And the only way that you could be the best is if you study the best.
Yo, let me give you a round of applause.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You inspire us as
Thank
well.
you.
See you. Like I said, when seeing you on the wire to seeing you now is you still got that same young looking face.
I know. And it's so funny because on the wire, I had no hair on my face.
No hair.
Yeah. But you know, when I take it back to streets, with MEEK MILL, that was the first time. And I always tell Jamal Hill, Charlie Mack, and Ty Wolf, I say, y'all were the first people to introduce Trey Chaney with the beard.
Yeah.
And I want to say that was around 2011, 2012, if I'm not mistaken. But when people seen me as that character Troy on streets, that's when they were introduced to me having a beard. Then the casting director started saying, oh, you could grow a beard. We want you on this with the beard. And then, like I said, with Saints and Sinners coming about, that was I was able to keep the beard. And of course, after Saints and Sinners, We Own This City, you know, playing a cop on We Own This City to reconnect with David Simon, Nina Noble, George Pelicanos, the same creators of The Wire, producers, to bring me back as a cop on We Own This City to do
Unbelievable
that miniseries, man. And that was another moment where I was sort of like stuck in between, because this was like during COVID.
Yes, it was.
So it's like a little after COVID, and we trying to get back to work, and people got to take the COVID test and get vaccinated. And then I get a call like, okay, well, I didn't know if Saints and Sinners was coming back or anything, but then I get a call from HBO saying the creators of The Wire, they want to see you. They just want to talk to you on Zoom. It was an audition conversation type thing. And man, I'll just never forget seeing David Simon and them 20 years later. Wow. And then booking that role of police officer Gordon Hawk, them flying me back to Baltimore to live there for 3 months to film. And not only, you know, not only did I play police officer Gordon Hawk in the HBO Max limited series We Own This City, but it was the first time that they picked up one of my songs.
Whoa.
You know, so they know the feeling, the one that y'all are playing now.
Really?
Yeah, so they picked up one of my songs. I wrote it. CR the show produced it. The video, we shot the video after the show premiered, but for them to pick up my song and, you know, look at me as a business, like they like, okay, you got your company, Chaney Vision Entertainment. So not only are we paying you as an actor, but we're paying you as an artist. So to just turn everything that I worked so hard for into this business, it's like, all right, now this is the way you play the game. You know what I'm saying?
You let me tell you something. Again, we see you, man, and it's like it's fascinating. Your story is fascinating, and you actually have a documentary.
Yeah,
I don't want to get too deep into your background because I want people to go to Tubi and check this out.
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely need to go to Tubi. Is there right now? It's been there. Y'all need to check. If y'all want to know about this man, y'all need to go to Tubi and check this.
So Undeniable, the Trey Chaney story. Shout out to Mitch Cradle. Shout out to Anthony Commodore, my guys, Tiffany Hainsworth. You know, we put this documentary together just to inspire the next man or woman to say, look, Trey been in this business for a certain amount of years, never gave up. You shouldn't either. My friends, you know, like Big Daddy Kane, Clifton Powell, Kenny Lattimore, Vanessa Bell Calloway, my cast members from The Wire, Anwan Big G Glover, JD Williams, Keith Robinson, you know, all of these guys came together for me and said, I just asked, you know, because I'm not afraid to ask. I'm like, yo, I'm doing a documentary piece and it's inspiring. And I didn't have to even get into what I needed. They just was like, I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
I'm showing up. Well, where do you need me at? And at the time, we shot this here in Atlanta. So everybody was here because we were filming Saints and Sinners.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It worked. It worked out.
Let me tell you, Clifton Powell. Oh,
yeah.
When I saw him in the documentary, I'm sitting there listening to him. Yo, that man got love for you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And you know, that's what the documentary actually surprised me when I watched it, because I knew what was in it. I knew what, you know, I knew who was going to be in it.
Right.
But when you listen to, you know, your peers in this business who you look up to, because I look up to Clifton Powell, Vanessa Bell Calloway, Kenny Lattimore, you know what I'm saying? Russ Parr. I look up to these people, and to hear them say the things that they said about me in a positive, uplifting way about how I inspired them, I was blown away by that. You know, because you never know who is watching, you never know who's inspired or motivated by your journey, even if on certain days you're feeling like you just don't want to do this no more.
Right.
But it's somebody that's been watching you all along. Every time you post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, every time somebody sees a piece of your journey, that might motivate them to just continue pushing forward. And man, you know, and that's what I know for sure that's what I'm here for. You know?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Did you write a book?
I wrote a book. The Truth You Can't Betray is out right now. It's on my website, ChaneyWay.com.
Okay.
You know, so people can order it from ChaneyWay.com, get autographed copies, or I'm accessible online. So people hit me on my Instagram, it's Trey Chaney Vision, or you know, my Twitter at Trey Chaney. I'm pretty accessible when it comes to marketing and promotion. People know, you know, my pages and stuff like that. And like I said, man, and it's always good to put that type of energy out there. Like, you know, anybody, I wrote the book just like how I'm talking to you right now.
Wow.
I didn't want to make it complicated for people to be like, well, what is he talking? Literally, it's a conversational piece, almost like how I put the documentary together.
Documentary crazy.
It just was a conversational piece, and next thing you know, people are like, man, I was inspired by the book. I'm inspired by the documentary, and that's just how I work. I work off of, okay, this is, let me give you who I am. I'm gonna go straight forward with who I am. And when you be yourself, you know, that's when people respect you more. When you try to, you know, when you try to be something you're not, that's when you don't get the respect. So I've been very fortunate just to, like I said, you know, be who I am as a man and really just represent, you know, the culture.
Well, we're really proud of you, brother. I'm telling
Thank
you,
you, man.
for not giving up, because you had every, my thing is when things is not going your way, a lot of
Yeah.
people give up. We see your grind, bruh.
Yeah.
Before, what people don't understand is behind the scenes and on social media, whatever it is, we start seeing you more and more and more. Then you start going on tour, doing your music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there going, yo, he's doing music too. I didn't even know you was an artist, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. DJ Nitty said, yo, he's nice. I said, what? He said, trust me. And
DJ D Nitty has been on tour with me since the beginning. Every time I do, that's my DJ. Every time but of course, like I said in the beginning, he's more than my DJ. We're family. We know each other's kids, wives, and so it's like, we established that years ago, but now it's like, yo, and right now, man, with me being consistent on my YouTube page, Trey Chaney 1, which I want people to subscribe to. It's 35 videos on my YouTube page, music videos. Half of them are currently running on BET Jams, MTV, Revolt. And all of this is out of my own pocket. I'm independent, so it's just like you're one. This is the conversation I have with myself all the time. I tell myself it's either one song away, one television film, one relationship, one connection away from my whole entire life changing. I already see it. I'm already moving in that vibration, that frequency. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a matter of time. That's why for me, I don't get discouraged. I'm like, tomorrow could be the phone call, or I could do something online, post something where there's the life-changing moment for me and my entire family.
Yeah, man, because let me tell you something. Then all of a sudden you got on this movie streak. Now, I don't know how people a lot of actors don't do what you do, because you do a lot of independent films, and all of a sudden I saw you in this.
Swarm. Yeah, man. Swarm.
So,
and Swarm is one of those shows, man, for the culture. Donald Glover, Janine Neighbors.
Yeah.
You just put up the post, man. Shout out to Dominique Fishback, who's nominated for an Emmy as lead actress in Swarm. Swarm is nominated for 3 Emmys. Whoa. So you got the writing with Donald Glover and Janine Neighbors. Then you got the costume, creative direction. They're nominated. Dominique Fishback is nominated for lead actress. And for me to be a part of another iconic cultural project that people are going to see. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I trended like soon as people seen me with the lead actress, Dominique Fishback, and that scene was so dope. That was another project. When I got the script, or when I got the sides, I didn't really know what. I just knew it was a Donald Glover project. Right. Dominique Fishback was attached, and I knew it was special when I read it. No doubt. But when I actually shot it, that's when I was like, when this comes out, this is, and literally when they started doing the press, when this thing premiered in March, when I watched, because I was in the second episode as the character King. Yeah. But when I watched the whole series, I told my wife, I said, this is it. This is out of here. Like, I mean, it was so creative. It was something that I had never seen. And the acting from everybody that was a part of it. Damson Idris, you know what I'm saying? My man Atkins Edmonds, like all of these guys, like everybody was amazing for what they brought to this project.
Yes.
I kind of knew that this was, when people seen it, it was it. Because anytime I trended, I mean, my first time being on TMZ, I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
I saw that. Yeah, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Totally crazy. And then all of a sudden I start seeing you. Now I'm gonna ask you a question about this. Before I'm gonna put this up right now.
Oh man.
Let me tell you. Now, is it true that you went on Instagram and talked to 50 and was like, yo, I'm here, I need this part, what's good?
Well, the situation with that, I didn't actually talk to 50. What I did was I wrote a record called New Heights.
Yeah.
And I wrote this record in April because leading up to my role on BMF, I had auditioned at least 7 times. I never landed any role on BMF during my audition process. So being a hip hop artist and, you know, really believing in manifestation and writing down what I want to see happen, I wrote the record. It was called New Heights. My man Baseface and my homeboy Privilege produced it. Okay. Don Juan shot the video, and I featured my wife in it. And in it, I say 50 when you gonna put me on a BMF screen, you know. And then I finish it. It's been long overdue. I'll murder any scene. Yeah. But when I at the ending, when I said ask George P, I was talking about George Pierre, the casting director. Yeah. So it was almost like me speaking what I want to happen, right? Regardless of whether it's gonna happen or not. I just visualized and seen myself on BMF before I was even on there. I'm like, I have to be a part of this show. Yeah. So reading for these characters and not booking, then Bleak comes around. I auditioned for Bleak. I had to audition again. That's crazy. Next thing you know, I dropped the video like the second week of April. By June, I was on set. Me and Lil Meech trading lines back and forth. And that's how another viral moment. Like another
crazy moment. It was crazy because we saw that, and I'm sitting there because you, like you said, your page is like a documentary. Yeah, it's like in time. It's like when you're doing something. It's like you, for some reason, it's like we see your story. It's like a story.
You know what? You're the first person that ever said that. It made me realize that my page, my Instagram page, it plays out like a documentary, because that is true. Pretty much what I post and what I say, eventually you see it in real time. You know, and I say that because even with the Chaney extravaganza, which just kicked off August 2nd, which was my birthday.
Happy belated, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you know, with the Chaney extravaganza, I wasn't pushing for that to be a birthday party. What I was doing was I was putting this idea that I had together. I was speaking to my wife. I spoke to, you know, my uncle James Chaney over at Concert Connects about this maybe a month ago. And I was like, I want to put something on titled the Chaney extravaganza that celebrates what I've done in my career up to this point, because I still have more, you know, goals that I have to accomplish in television and film and music. But I said up to this point, man, I got We Own This City, Swarm, BMF, Saints and Sinners, The Wire, you know what I'm saying, Secret Society. I'm like the Keisha Cole biopic. I'm like, I got all of this stuff. Let me just do a party called the Chaney extravaganza. You never know who might show up, because I got a bunch of celebrity friends, and then I want to celebrate other people that's doing things as well in entertainment. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, Sobeys Restaurant and Lounge, they allowed me to bring my people. I had a guest list of like 40 people. You know, I mean, it was crazy. And then the club was already sold out. You know, in DMV, go-go music that's the culture. You know, so you got serious company playing. Shout out to my man Scooby. My whole family was there. I performed. It was everything that I wanted. And even being on Fox 5, you know, being booked to speak about it. Yeah. I'm like, everything that I thought and visualized, it happened. From the time I dropped the flyer a couple of weeks ago to 3 days ago, it was a whole nother thing on just saying, okay, I said I was going to do this. I did it. And that's how I live my life. It's like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm not holding anything back. I mean, because life is so short. If I wanna like go out of the country, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do it. You know, if I want to go to concerts, if I want to tour school, I'm just going to do it. May not know how it's going to come about, but if I have a vision of thinking about how things can happen, I'm pushing forth to do that, you know.
Definitely. Let me tell you something. You told us that you was coming to the show and you here. And you know, my
Yeah.
thing is, I like it. If he visualized he's coming to the show,
He pulling up.
he pulling up.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm definitely.
I feel you're a man of your word.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah, man.
And you hold that shield. That's a shield of yours that you
Wow.
have. You understand? And God has blessed you with all of this. He's in control.
Thank
And
you.
he's putting
Yeah.
those ideas in your head that all you got to do is believe, and you're believing that everything is really starting to pick up.
It's I'm telling you, man, it gives me chills the way that I believe and I'm starting to see things. Because what comes along with the belief is me actually visualizing, seeing it. That's why the name of my company, Chaney Vision Entertainment. And it's like I'm vibrating on that frequency. You know, I just feel I'm already in the position to take care of everybody in my family. So I'm moving, you know, I got motion. I'm moving in that direction.
Exactly.
So that's where I'm at in life, period. You know, and I just, like I said, man, I always say this is just the beginning. You know, after 20 something years, I'm still saying this is just the beginning. Nobody has seen anything yet. And I have so much in store, you know, to continue to inspire, motivate, and encourage as much as possible.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Now, I would be crazy if I don't mention this movie because my friend, James Hunter.
That's my brother.
Let me tell you, I hit him up. I said, bro, I need Trey. I need him, bro. I need him on the show. So he was like, let me see what I can do. Right? And then, you know, my man Ralph said, yo, we got him. I said, stop. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. And then he sent me the music. He said, yo, we got him for the 5th, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, okay. So I would be remiss to not talk about my man in this movie right here.
Scam City. Yeah, man. Shout out to James Hunter. Another, I don't consider these guys like business partners. James is my family. Yeah. And James took me under his wing years ago, like probably around the time when I first had moved to Atlanta, maybe six years ago. And what happened was James showed me a different side of the game with not just being an actor on these projects, getting maybe a nice lump sum up front, but saying, now it's time to eat off of these projects forever because the value you bring as a star, as an artist, as an actor.
Oh, yeah.
So I've really just, you know, James is a different, he's a different type of brother, man, when it comes to somebody who he really loves.
Yeah, man.
Like I know that man loves me because he's put me in positions where it's like, you know, we eating together off of projects that he distributed through, you know, his company, First Dibs. And now together, you know, he's introduced me to so many other, you know, business like creatives in this industry that's been a part of my journey with ChaneyWay.com. Shout out to my man Sean Armerginas. You know what I'm saying? He's introduced me to so many different people, and to this day we're still working. We still got like a list of projects that's on the table right now. But one thing I can say, James Hunter is a man of his word. If he say this is how we gonna do it, even if we don't have it figured out yet, he's still like, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. And he's another manifester. Eventually it happens.
Yeah, let me tell you, I had him up here a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
We sitting, he don't do interviews, but he came on my
show.
Yeah. So I didn't even know his situation that he was paralyzed. Had no clue.
Right. You wouldn't think it.
No. So we get on the show and we just talking, we vibing. He told me in the show. He showed me the chair and I'm like, what the bro, is you serious?
Yeah.
And the thing is about him, he's so creative.
Right.
He's a very creative guy. He's one, like I said, another guy that I said that he's a man of his word.
Exactly.
And that means a lot. That's integrity.
Yeah, man.
You're not going to tell somebody you're going to do something and you don't do it.
Right.
You understand? True. And he manifests a lot of things with you, and they actually came to reality like you've been doing all along.
Right. That's true.
Know? So what I'm gonna do, I know we don't got that much time, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into your music because that's my shit. I'm gonna be straight up. I love your music. I love your passion for the music. And it's like, to me, I think it's 50-50.
Yeah.
You're a dope actor and you're a dope artist.
Thank you.
You know, you don't slacken neither one. It's like y'all it's an even kill. And a lot of people can't say that, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Say
Thank
that.
you, man. Hey,
Yeah,
thank
so I had this song, right? So what's going on? The first week you was at 20, no, you was at 10 on the 2111 radio show, top 20. And all jokes aside, that never happened.
Wow.
No one goes that high that fast because we have voters, people that listen to our show and they pick their top 20.
Wow.
And for you to come on 10 on this song that's called Him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When I first heard it, I was like, yo, this is the shit. And it needs to be heard. So
yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate it too, man. And I got to shout out CR the show for producing that record. That's like my longtime producing partner. And then my writing collaboration partner, E1, you know, who me and him, we've been in the lab for over 10, 15 years.
Wow.
Just recording, writing together. And we got our team, man. And Don Juan shot the video. And it was CR, the show, my producer, who said, Trey, when you do this video, we have to get Lil Meech.
Yeah.
It was only right. I was just coming off of the success of BMF. Wow. Not only did we get Lil Meech, but we got an appearance from Young Jock.
Yep.
And Yusef Thomas. All of these appearances in this video. And for this to be my first video to hit 250K views on my YouTube page. This is my first video where we have 45,000 Spotify streams as we speak. Yep. And it's still going up. And I'm like, this is crazy, you know, because, you know, like I said, man, but consistently putting in the work. I mean, this is video number 34, 35. You know, I've been putting out music for years, but when you get that one that people are like, okay, I love this record, then you run with it. Yeah, you definitely. And what, like I said, what I like about it, the visual is phenomenal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play a little bit of it, and then we'll get back to the writing process, because I like listening to the writing process of songs. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna get to the video right now. So let's get this right now.
It's go season.
Top of the morning, 150K in my pocket. Talk about how I get my day started. Parked outside a Ferrari. Lowe's Hotel on Collins. Staring at the ocean view wildin'. Got a couple baddies on the balcony. They gon' bust it open for a real nigga. Everybody thinking I'm a drug dealer. Nah, I'm just a Hollywood television nigga. Started from the bottom and I came up with it. Sticking to the script and I stayed on a mission. Be realistic. Been in the game 30 plus years, still consistent. I am him, there is no competition. I am what you call a true go-getter. Always winning, no cap. Raise your glass to the sky. What you smoking? Got me high, super lit. I'm on fire. Louis Vuitton is my attire. Gucci down to the socks. Rollie for the wrist watch. Stay consistent.
Yo, that line. There's a line in there that you said, I'm not a drug dealer, I'm just a television
Hollywood nigga. yeah, real talk. I mean, because I you know, I consider myself, brother, a world artist. Like I make what I feel. And with him, I wanted to feel what I really represent when I go to the club. Me and my guys in there, we got bottles of Moet, Ace of Spade, whatever. We in there with people with great energy, male and female. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I bring that energy whenever I walk in the room. No doubt. You know, so him put me in a club feel, you know, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to say. Yeah. And this is what we're gonna do. And the visual was a setup for what I just dropped, though, which is Never So Dope. And like even in the Him record, when I say everybody thinking I'm a drug dealer, but no, I'm just a Hollywood television nigga. You know, that's a real line. I don't sell dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm letting you know what I'm about. I still I still love going to the club. I still love partying. I love dancing. I love everything that happens with a club nightlife experience. But at the same time, that record is a record that's turn up. The youngins love it. The older cats love it. And then there's a segue, a setup for the Never So Dope, authentic hip hop, like anthem. Because in Never So Dope, I wanted to just show, okay, the hymn record is what it is, but let me show you I can rap.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Because it's a couple of records that I got out, this real authentic rap records. Like I want to say something in music.
Right.
Him was a fun, spontaneous. The video, him is doing everything that I pictured it would do.
Exactly.
And again, I seen it. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna get Lil Meech in this. It's gone. Lil Meech is how this young act out right now. You know, so it's like.
Yes,
I played chess with this. You know, I play chess a lot with my artistry.
No doubt. Let me tell you something. You definitely don't play checkers. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So, you know what I'm saying? That video, I'm telling you, that song. We put out a countdown, top 20 countdown every 13th of the month. I guarantee you, and I don't have one vote. That's the beautiful thing about our station. I don't have a vote. But I can guarantee you it's going to be top 10, top 20. And then you got another song on our platform.
Right.
You got another song. And this video, now the video, who's the woman in this video?
The young lady.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my homegirl of Beer Green. And I told you you know the feeling was picked up on HBO Max. We Own the City. A Beer as a role on there as well. She's the young dancer in the strip club with John Berthold. So that's her. So but me and the Bear, that's my little sister. Like, I mean, we always I told the Bear maybe 6 months to a year ago that I wanted to work with her, and I was gonna find the right thing to put her in. Mm-hmm. And then my man, one badass drummer who played the drums, set the drums on fire. I'm like, yeah, this is creative. I want this. Yeah. Like, I want anything that'll trip people out that they never seen, that'll bring the song even more, energy. And A Beer is amazing. She can dance, she can rap, she can act, and I'm very proud of her. I just put her in a movie that I executive produced called A Naughty Christmas Story, which is coming out this year, because that's my homegirl.
I just saw something on that. Because I'm one of the what we do. We support independent movies, bro.
Facts. Yeah.
So we be getting, like, I had Man Robinson up here a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I had him, I had James up here. So I get a couple of sneak peeks. I had Crystal the Doll up here.
Yeah.
So it's I'm getting certain people up here because, again, nobody's representing as a radio station those independent movies.
Nah, they not.
Us working harder or just as harder as all those big film TV movies. You understand? So why not support that? Because I don't even go to the movies no more. All I gotta do is turn on Tubi or Amazon Prime, or it got Urban Flicks now. So it's like I have certain things we could look at now because these stories that you guys is writing in it's amazing. And
thank you, man.
We used to, back in the days when we was younger, they used to call those B movies.
Right, yeah.
There ain't no damn B movie.
Y'all not at all.
Technology is completely different now.
Right.
Every movie that I've seen you in, you shine.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this video real quick and get it. People talk because they're in the audience right now. They love it. As you see, Chris Waters is in here. That's one of your number one fans. I'm going to let you know right now.
Who?
My partner. Her name is Aquarius Waters.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
That's one of your number one fans. She was so happy to she's my partner with my other business as far as in music production, but she decorated this whole platform that you see.
No, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Man. So she's definitely one of your biggest fans. So we're going to get to this song and come up with my man Chaney. Let's go.
It's go season.
Yeah!
100 racks, 100 stacks, 100 bands. Watch her hit the floor and do her money dance. We don't gotta care in the world, nigga. Dad's right behind me and he quick to blast. Couple stripper chicks, they been on my line. $2,000 outfit, I stay on my shine. Show you how to grind, double up my hustle. Legendary icon, pieces to the puzzle. Whoa! Do you know the feeling? Started from the bottom, now we stacked up to the ceiling. Oh Lord, I'm a dog, I'm the GOAT, I'm a legend, I'm a boss. Pay the cost couple times, double up, nigga never ever took a loss. I am looking at myself in the mirror. I'm a hustler, I can only get better. Name another rapper you could compare to me, nigga. I am on a new level. Better yet, I am on a new wave. Couple 100,000 up in the safe. Money on my mind, eat the food off of your plate. Ain't nobody really seeing yo. Want the feature, hit me with the dough. Wire cash app, no cap on the way. Do you know the feeling? Started from the bottom, now we stacked up to the ceiling. Oh Lord, do you know the feeling? We about that bag, getting money is the mission. Got no time to waste, we gotta make the best decision. Lot of money on the table, so that mean we gotta get it. Oh Lord, hit it once, hit it twice, smack it, flip it, rub it down. New vibe, new sound, go season, run it town. This is
Let me tell you something. Love the song, love the video.
Thank you, man.
Very creative. Who actually directed that video?
Don Juan. Don Juan
Damn.
directed the him video, and he directed Know the Feeling. He directed Woke, Momentum. He directed at least 14 to 15 of my videos.
Nice.
Don Juan is a serious visionary.
Let me tell you something. Every morning, so I listen to my radio station. I don't listen to no other radio station. I listen to my radio station. Every morning, like around 9 o'clock, that song pops on. We get up in the morning, brushing your teeth. We blasting music in the house, and that's the first song. Literally 3 out of the 4 out of the 5 days of the week. That song comes on like around 9 o'clock every morning on 2111 radio.
That's dope, man. I appreciate that for real.
That's a pickup. That's one of those songs you just want to vibe to. That's a vibe song right there, yo.
Thank you.
Gonna lie. So, the reason I wanted you here is we wanted to give you your roses.
Thank you.
You understand? We're proud of you, man. I continue to look and support everything you do, but I do want to ask you something. Well, not want to ask. I want to just point this out. I seen a post earlier today with you and your wife.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Bro, you love your wife. Oh, Louise. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all look on Trey page on Instagram, lovely woman, bro. Yo. And, as men, I've been married for 34 years.
Wow, that's amazing, brother.
And I know your feeling. I see it. I see it in you. You understand? And it gives me joy as a young black man to actually show the love on Instagram, show the love on social media that this is my wife.
Yeah, and we me and Aisha are going on 19 years of marriage this year.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we in November 24th to be exact, and we've been knowing each other for over 21 years. We met in 2002, in August of 2002. Matter of fact, it's so crazy because August 2nd just marked us knowing each other 22 years on my birthday, because that's when I was able to get in a club at 21. So in our journey, man, it's really, it's inspiring. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just for us we came a long way. Right. We came a long way. We in a space where everything it's about us, our two kids, our granddaughter, and just really making sure that everything with our union and our marriage and our love and happiness is all in sync. And I don't have anything to hide, as far as putting out how much I love my wife and my kids and my granddaughter. I have nothing to hide, so it's like, well, this is, and I'm gonna be honest. I do have an example. Like I grew up in a 2-parent household. I see how my father to this day, my mom and dad, Skip and Elaine, are going on 41 years of marriage. They're going on 41 years. So I seen the example. I seen the example of my grandfather, Sam Sr., who's now deceased. Rest in peace to him. He passed away in December 2016. But I seen examples of great stand-up men in my family take care of their women and their kids.
See?
And that's it, you know, it was instilled in me at that age. So I mean, of course, with me and Aisha, you know, this journey with you know, marriage and just experiencing life together. You know, it's dope watching each other change.
Yeah.
You know, and develop and grow. Aisha she's not the same 27-year-old I met when I met her. You know, I'm not the same 21-year-old when you met me. You know, now you know, as we get older, we grow, but as long as we're growing together and things are in sync with our love and our union and everything, it's working. I always say marriage it's not hard, you know, because a lot of people and I don't get me wrong, a lot of people the first thing they say is marriage is hard, but marriage to me is what you want it to be. If you want to be happy, you can be happy. It's that easy.
Yeah.
If you want problems,
you won't get them.
You won't get the problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the main thing, I know the main thing is the communication. If I have something that I need to express to my wife, I'm going to express that. Yep. If she has something that she needs to express to me, she's going to express that. That's called communication.
Yes.
So again, it's marriage is what you want it to be.
Thank you.
We don't argue in this house.
See?
It's nothing to argue about. If it's a disagreement, the disagreement is nipped in the bud right then and there. We're not letting nothing linger on. When I put that post up this morning, or on this rising, as I call it, because I don't like to use the word mourning because it reminds me of mourning and death and stuff like that. So when I put that post up, it was in reference to saying prayer, like we pray every night together, because it's like, all right, before we both go to sleep, I put it from a man's perspective on men being kings, being gods, being, you know, just being a man. Before your woman closes her eyes to go to sleep, your voice, your powerful voice, has to be the voice that she hears before she goes to bed. And you praying for her, you praying for yourself, you praying for everything that y'all built together, you praying for your kids, your grandkids, the whole entire family. And what I found is that works for me and her. You know, at least you going to bed with those type of thoughts. At least you waking up with that type of thought. And it's almost like, because when we go to sleep, man, life is real, and you don't know if you will wake up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to sleep and ain't wake up this morning. Yeah. You know, or today. They didn't get to experience another day. So we just together as a married couple, me and Aisha, we just don't take life for granted. You know, and it's all about having a good heart, being good people, communicating with one another. And it works. It works for me and her. And everything about our marriage is special. It really, you know, I always say he never has to worry about nothing a day.
What'd you say?
I always say, like, my wife, she never has to like lift a finger. She never has to worry about nothing a day in her life.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, because I see, like I said, your Instagram is like a damn story, because when you post something, it's literally either it's about to happen or it's happening at that moment.
It's happening. Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate that because you don't get, you know, successful men, black men, to show that. And, you know, me growing up in a two-parent home too, my mother and father was married for 60 years before they passed.
Wow.
You understand? So that is still to me. I'm going on 34, 35 years now. You understand? And I don't know how she do it. And I always tell her, I said, I don't know, you know, because as a young man, we don't know certain things. We got to learn. You learn that person.
That growing process together as a married couple is, you know, because you change, you're growing, you're developing. You're not who you were 10 years ago, you know, and I'm not who I was 10 years. So you have to, you know, come to some type of agreement with, okay, this is how it's going to work now. If we both agree on that, okay, what do we disagree on? Let's talk about how we can make it work. Because again, I got to keep stressing this. Marriage is not hard. Marriage is what you make it. If you want good, you get good. If you want negativity, if you want bad, if you want drama, you get it. Because you got a choice. You know, you got choices to do whatever you want in life. But it's just, you know, we choose the love and the happiness over it all.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like I said, I see it. And like I said, at the end of the day, we appreciate you coming to my show, man. I know I probably have you way over time, but it's literally been an hour, bro.
Yeah, because I'm no, it's funny. I said 20 minutes, but it ended up being an hour. But they got me trying to go now. So but we good.
Yeah, but listen, I appreciate you giving me the extra time, man, because like I said, I know you have to go somewhere. But any shout outs before I let you go, because this has been dope. We really got a chance.
Man, I had a great time, man. Basically, I just want people to really subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Trey Chaney 1. The link is in my bio under the video that's up. My Instagram is Trey Chaney Vision. So I want people to be tagged on that. My Twitter is @Trey Chaney. And then, of course, the website is ChaneyWay.com. Yes, and I'm still, like I said, man, even with this writer's strike that's going on right now, I stand with my actors. I stand with my writers, being a Screen Actors Guild actor. And we just want these contracts to be renegotiated. We want, it's all about fairness. Everybody wants to be treated fair. Everybody wants to be paid for what the work that they put in. And yeah, man, I just feel this was a dope interview. You know what I'm saying? I really I don't even think this was an interview though. This was more of a conversation with 2111 Radio.
See what I'm saying?
I mean, because it turned into that. And like I said, I hit my people.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I know I'm going a little over, but no, it's cool though, man. And
you don't understand what that mean to me, because again, coming from you, that's dope. That's dope.
And just everybody, you know, I just want to leave on this note, you know, with any entrepreneur, artist, actor, singer, songwriter, hip hop artist, just continue to put your best foot forward and continue to hustle, you know, put in the work. The only way that you're going to accomplish anything is if you put the work in and you never give up. It's going to be some days where you want to give up, but just take a chapter out of my book is in reference to, don't look at it as giving up. Just look at it as, I know it's coming. It's getting ready to happen. So let me just visualize me already being in a position that I want to be at in life. And when you start thinking that way, when you change your thought process to more of a positive outlook on life, period, then you'll start to see blessings just pour in. That's what I'm experiencing now.
Yes, you are.
You know, I'm not quick to be in a negative space, you know, when something doesn't go my way.
Right.
You know, it's like, okay, this is a part of life. It's coming. Relax. Be patient, you know, because this is what everything is about. Nothing ever happens when you want it to happen. And I heard 50 Cent say that. Nothing ever happens when you want it to happen.
No,
it's all on. It happens. It happens when you least expect it. But you just got to stay ready, so you don't got to get ready.
And that's what you've been doing all this damn time. Your ass been ready, and now look at you.
Yeah,
look at you.
Yeah,
look at you know. Like I said, I take you like that little bruh. You know what I'm saying? We seen you from a young age to now. It's like, yo, this cat is doing his thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And all I can do is salute you today and give you your flowers because you deserve them.
Thank you,
understand?
Man.
And I'll be definitely, if you want us to help you with any promotions.
Yeah. I'm going to be sending y'all, I'm going to send y'all some stuff over. Matter of fact, this week.
Yeah, send me some stuff so we can post on our pages because this has been great. I'm sitting here talking to my man, Chaney. So I definitely got, you know, upper hand on a lot of people right now. So
for sure.
I'm definitely gonna go lie to mine, brag. But yeah, so I'm definitely, you know, I appreciate you coming to my show, man. I really do. And salute to you and your family, and God bless you guys. And hopefully I can get you to come back on your next project.
I am. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
It could be music, it could be movies, whatever it is. Just hit me up on my DM and say, hey, I got something, I want to come back. I'll cut somebody loose on an interview just to get you here. I'm just letting people know.
I feel you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Because
thank you.
You're definitely one of those gems that we definitely need to support. You know what
thank
I'm saying?
You.
So,
I appreciate it. And I know this was live, so it's on YouTube already because I want to post clips.
Yeah, it's live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Oh, great. All right,
so
cool.
You know what I'm saying? And definitely as soon as you do something, just tag us. We're gonna definitely take a clip from this and put it on all our social media pages anyway.
Okay, great.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming. And everybody that showed up tonight, I appreciate you guys for coming. Yeah, I said I was gonna have this man here and he's here. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a man of my word like you, bro.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
You, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you, man. So you have a good night, and God bless you.
Y'all do the same. Peace.
Yep. Peace. Yeah, man. That's just up. So yeah, man, we did it. We got my man Trey Chaney up here. It's actually been an hour. Like, wow, unbelievable. But listen, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night. God bless, and yeah, we out.
Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.